And the frustration also continues in South Buffalo tonight, where one resident tried to help out his neighbors after only one plow had made a pass on Como Avenue since Sunday.
And the infrequent passes have forced some two-way streets to become one-way. 2 on your side's Nate Benson joins us now from South Buffalo with the latest on the cleanup efforts there. So Nate, what are you seeing?
Well, Mary Alice, as you can see behind me, we're still seeing those mini mountains of snow on a lot of these side streets. I'm on McKinley Parkway in Como Ave tonight. And like you said, this is one of those situations where somebody just decided to try to fix the problem themselves. South Buffalo continues to clean up after the historic lake effect storm of 2022. Or Snowvember 2. Or whatever we're calling it. And the full impacts haven't been felt yet.
It was one of the areas hit the hardest, but there was really not much concentration of help. I feel like there still could have been done more.
Roman Selnicker owns the Transit Collision Body Shop on Abbott Road and tried to be proactive. But now, because snow is jamming up their lot as crews work to remove the mountain of snow at the corner, his business is at a standstill.
It's a little bit like frustrating because there's, not only do we have all the snow in the building, we have all the snow in the streets.
Over on Como Ave, just off McKinley Parkway, Kyle Fensky got tired of waiting for a snowplow to come down the block.
And here on day four or five, whichever one we're on, and we've only had one come down.
So he fired up the snowblower Sunday and started making a path for people.
We essentially had a couple feet away from the cars because I figured once the loader comes down, they're only going to get so far. But if I give them that space, they could just get the rest of the snow.
Like a good neighbor, Kyle was there.
So I just decided to grab my snowblower and take care of it myself.
And then there was hope when a plow came down the avenue sometime Sunday. But
when they brought a V-plow down instead, and they just pushed everything back in tenfold because now it's packed down and it's up against all the cars.
So all that good neighborly effort was tossed out the window.
Got back out and redid it again.
The city, in yet another update earlier today, talked about the number of South Buffalo streets that are now passable.
We're in the 40 to 45% range of streets in the city, in this part of the city, that have that clearance. That's a rough estimate at this point in time.
I've been here for 8 years, so I was here for the first one. This is the second one. I was hoping and I thought that they would have a better plan in place to address something like this.
What's your message for those common council members, lawmakers here in the city of Buffalo?
Do better, just really. I mean, I understand everyone's trying their best, but even some of the loaders and the guys that I've talked to, that there doesn't really seem like there's a good plan in place.
And certainly the frustration is warranted by a lot of these residents in South Buffalo. But Scott and Mary Alice, in the 10 to 15 minutes we've been here, I can tell you work is being done. I've seen about a half dozen dump trucks hauling snow away, and I do believe that crews are going to be working throughout the night. Reporting live in South Buffalo for Channel 2 News, I'm Nate Benson.